Welcome back to our AdMaster Cloud tutorial series. If you haven't seen our previous video covering the first steps of creating a campaign, check it out using the link on your screen before diving into this tutorial. As a quick reminder, AdMaster offers 3 ways to schedule a campaign: static scheduling, where you choose specific hours; variable scheduling, where you set day parts and plays; and manual scheduling, where you do everything manually. In this video, our focus is on variable scheduling. Let's get started. In a variable schedule, AdMaster's algorithm dynamically picks a different set of hours within a specified range every day. Like the static schedule, this approach makes use of campaign segments that can overlap, together forming a complete campaign. In the initial example, we'll run the campaign in a single segment spanning the full 30 days. We'll schedule 6 plays of one of 2 available spots. The segment's starting and ending days align with the overall campaign dates, so no adjustments are needed here. In the spot selection section, the interface resembles that of static scheduling. AdMaster can rotate spots randomly, maintain sequence, or allow you to set percentages between spots. Adjusting one slider automatically updates the others. Moving on to the hours selection. This interface differs from static scheduling. Instead of checkboxes for hours, there's a slider determining the day part for this segment. Here, I'll set the range from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and choose 6 plays. If the client agreement involves special positioning, you can select one or more commercial breaks within an hour and activate special positioning inside the break. Saving this draft as a campaign integrates it into the traffic log. Reviewing the schedule, this campaign involves 6 plays of rotating spots between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. The algorithm will dynamically select different hours each day. In the following example, the campaign will also run for 30 days, but this time we aim to schedule the first spot in the morning hours and the second spot in the afternoons. Let's start with the new segment. The segment's starting and ending days align with the overall campaign dates, so we can proceed accordingly. In the spot selection, we'll choose to schedule the first spot in the morning hours, thus turning off the second spot. Moving to the broadcast schedule section, we'll adjust the sliders to encompass the morning hours and set the number of plays to 3. As no advanced spot positioning is required, we'll simply save this segment. To schedule the second spot in the afternoon hours, we'll create a second segment, also starting and ending on the same dates, but utilizing the second spot only. In the broadcast schedule section, we'll adjust the sliders to cover the afternoon hours, keeping the number of plays the same as in the previous segment. Let's save these changes, resulting in 3 plays of the first spot in the morning hours and 3 plays of the second spot in the afternoon hours. It's noteworthy that these 2 segments overlap in dates, but not in the hour selection. The first runs in the morning hours, and the second runs in the afternoon hours. The number of segments per campaign is not limited, and the combinations are endless. In a campaign with 5 spots, you can set 1 spot per segment, setting the different hour ranges. Or, you can set the first spot to run on Mondays, the second one on Tuesdays, the third one on Wednesdays, and so on. Or, you can combine these settings, playing 1 spot on Mondays in morning hours, the second one on Tuesdays in afternoon hours, and so on. Or, you can create the weekly segments, which we will demonstrate in the next example. In this example, we aim to run a campaign with 6 daily plays of a spot, alternating between 2 different spots each week. We'll illustrate this using 2 spots, but you can apply the same approach for campaigns with more spots. We'll begin by adding a new segment. Since this schedule is weekly, we'll set the segment dates to cover a week by selecting the starting date and choosing a duration of 7 days. In the spots selection, we'll choose the first spot and disable the second one. Moving to the broadcast schedule section, we'll adjust the sliders to span from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., setting the number of plays to 6. After saving the segment, we'll duplicate it. In the duplicated segment, we'll modify the starting date and duration. For the spots, we'll disable the first one and enable the second. The broadcast schedule and number of plays will stay unchanged. Saving this segment will cover the first 2 weeks. To address the third week, we'll duplicate the first segment. This segment will use the same spot, so we only need to adjust the dates and save the changes. We'll repeat this process for the final week by duplicating the second segment. Since the campaign should run for a full calendar month, we can either extend the duration of the final segment or create a fifth segment to cover the last few days. Creating a schedule that rotates spots on a weekly basis took less than 2 minutes, but it was a relatively simple schedule with 1 spot per week. For more complex campaigns, like those involving 7 spots per weekday and the different versions for each week, you can save time by creating segment templates. To do this, go to the segment overview and click Save Segment as Template. Later, when creating a new segment, you can load a template and make necessary adjustments to match the specific campaign requirements. This feature can significantly streamline the scheduling process for intricate campaigns. Once again, the number of segments per campaign is not limited, allowing you to automate, or at least semi-automate any repeating pattern. Fantastic job! You've mastered setting up a variable schedule for your campaign. If you haven't done so yet, explore our additional tutorials. We've covered the static scheduling in a separate video. And, of course, we'll tackle manual scheduling in a separate tutorial. If you're finding these tutorials beneficial, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Happy broadcasting!